We'll see if we can find me an opponent. And hopefully I don't get crushed. Explain to everyone that I've made this wonderful deck and then the first thing that happens is I lose. But that can definitely happen. So he's running Grass and Fairy, which means he's probably running the Resilient Life deck, would be my guess. I don't really care which we pick. Tails, so I guess I get to choose. Okay. There is a tendency for this deck to sometimes mulligan, but not this time. So it looks like I'll just start with the Froakie. And what do we got? So he's got a Chespin, that's not too bad. Yeah, and the Spritzy. So this looks like this is some kind of version of the Resilient Life deck that will be running probably Xerneas EX. Would be my guess. Probably Spritzy and Aromatisse. So my turn. I try not to look at cards when I'm on their turn, because if they play something behind this, then I miss what's going on. One of the really nice things is that the Froakie and Frogadier tend to be the only ones in this deck that are actually weak to Grass. But I'm not interested in putting any energy on the Froakie. I'm willing to just let that card totally go. He can take it, and the 2 prize cards that'll go with it. Because at this point in time, I just want to get more energy down on the Articuno. So the Articunos and the Lapras are weak to Steel instead of Electric or Grass, which is useful because not a lot of people run Steel decks. And hopefully this person doesn't take forever. So he's going to take up a supporter card, and a Steven lets you pull up a supporter card and a basic energy. So he's pulling up Wally. I don't know what Wally does, but I'm not willing to click on it at this point in time, and a Grass energy. So he's trying to get up to the Pin Missile, so he can do, he only has to get 3 of the 4 coins to be heads, it looks like, to take me out. So that's the majority of the coins. Yeah, I wouldn't expect him to actually get them. So he'll probably do good damage, but not take me out. Yep. So he'll pick up 20. But that's definitely bought me enough rounds. So like you can see, so I can actually buy more rounds if I want. Get more energy down. Change the field. I don't think he's going to have any, but he might. And hopefully I don't regret that later. Heal up. I could evolve. You know what, since I already have a Frogadier in my hand, I could buy more time by doing that. The retreat cost is the same, it would just cost him more time. So yeah, I don't know why it's because I haven't played on this computer specifically before. I did switch from my desktop over to this one. My desktop doesn't have enough strength in order to record and play at the same time. And I don't want to put the Scarf on just yet, because you never know what could happen. So I did evolve, even though he's probably going to take me out. The reason for evolving, draw some more cards off him like that. But for the most part, it's because I already have a Frogadier in my hand, and I only have 1 Greninja in my deck. So it's not terribly worth much to me to keep it on. Being able to buy an extra round, maybe get, you know, a supporter card like the Pokemon Fan Club out, so I can go dig up some Lapras or the other Articuno, is more useful to me. So at this point in time, I actually want him to take me out. Go for it. And not quite. 60, so I bought another turn. And there's the Lapras I was talking about. Sweet. Yeah, I'll put down the energy, and in the event that things go weird in the online game, like you click on something and it doesn't activate, just keep clicking. A lot of people would probably tell you to, you know, drag out your turn, think about everything, just as a policy of, like, keeping yourself in practice of doing it. You know, you don't ever want to rush through your turn, even when you know you've got it taken care of. But I would encourage you not to do that. Well, I'd encourage you to do that if you really feel you need to, like, get in practice of doing that. But for the most part, it's kind of annoying. You can kind of see that there's timers, you know, 23 minutes for him, 23 minutes for me. If you're just taking forever and ever, there's a decent chance that the person you're playing against will just quit. Which, while that's an easy win, it's, you know, it's an indication that you're just kind of being a jerk. And there's no reason for that. Like, take your time, don't mess up, but... And yes, sweet. So I'll get the Articuno out. I got 3 energy attached at the moment, but that should be plenty. So, the Healing Scarf tends to be overkill is what I've found. And it may be worthwhile to trade the Healing Scarf, which would heal me for 20 damage, to actually switch it up with the, the Muscle Band, which makes you do 20 more damage before applying weakness and resistance. So that may be a worthwhile exchange, if maybe you're looking for more damage, you find this usually doesn't do as much damage as you want. So that's 60 damage right there. Yep. So that's 80. Nope, I was wrong. It's 100 because of the other 20 right there. So even though that's just a little chest pin, because of its ability, I'm going to be picking up 2, not 1, prize cards. So I'm already on a good roll. I wouldn't be surprised if you were to forfeit here sometime in the next couple of minutes. 2, 3 maybe. They might play it out. Search for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon. Put it onto that Pokemon. Okay, so it's like an Evo Soda. Except you can use it in your first turn. And yep, he's looking for that Quilladin 70. It would be nice, except I'm not weak to it. And he's got to get up to 3 energy to do that. And you're not going to get that far. You only got 50 hit points. I will probably do 50. I do 20 plus, 40. So I do anywhere between 20, 60, 100, 140. If I'm doing that math right in my head, 20, 40 is 60, 140 is 100, and one more is 140. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he quits. No, he switched. Going for Scrunch? Yeah. So what he's hoping for... Yep. So what he's hoping for is he's trying to buy time at this point. Because obviously he's not in a great place. So what I want to do is... I don't want to do that quite yet. So let's use Tierno, see if I can get some more water energy in my hand. I did. Awesome. So I'm going to let the Lapras just sit there. I'm going to put the energy down on the Articuno. Now you've noticed I haven't put the double energy down. I can't do... Let's see. Can I do anything? All damage. So I can't do damage to him, but I can use Chilling Sigh. I didn't mention this earlier. 1 energy cost automatically puts him to sleep. It's pretty nice. Don't show me this again. The reason it's pretty nice is it can really buy you a lot of time. So he was trying to buy time by using Scrunch, which prevents me from hurting him. But now that he's asleep, he can't even use Scrunch. So it guarantees me that next round I get to attack him straight up. He doesn't have a resistance to me. He's got 90 hit points. Again. Oop, there we go. If it's knocked out, put 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. So I'm going to take 30 damage no matter what, but I don't care, because my Stadium card, Rough Seas, will heal that 30 damage off of me. So it's not a big concern. What's he up to now? 160. Touchdown, heal 20 from this Pokemon, do 90. That's pretty nice. He's got to get up to 4 energy. He's going to switch me. Yep. What's my retreat cost? My retreat cost is 1. Oh, that's perfect. So I'm going to use the escape rope, which will force him to switch. And now he's got his even weaker one out front. I pull out my Articuno. I'm going to continue throwing down energy on the other Articuno. Again, not showing the double colorless. The reason for doing that, well, let's use Steven real quick here. Lysander could be useful in case he throws another weakling down on the bench. I can bring it forward, knock it out with the Articuno with the special ability to grab 2 quick more prize cards. But the reason for not putting on a double colorless and just using the waters at this point in time, he doesn't know I have that in my hand. So it will probably show up as a surprise when suddenly, boom, double colorless energy, I can actually afford my 100 damage attack. And that's going to be 2 more prize cards. I tend not to draw up my prize cards in order, if that bugs you. That's kind of the reason I do it, in case it bugs them. Draw 3 cards. So yeah, he's down. He doesn't have much to go with. He's probably going to hit me for 90 damage. There's the Xerneas EX I was talking about. Let's see. Takes 1, 2, 3. But it doesn't hit as hard as his Chestnut will. So now I get to decide if I want to 160, 170, and that'll do 90. Yeah, we'll put the double colorless down. It might just force, break him into quitting if I show that I have everything that I need. And we'll go for the Tri-Edge. Dang. I've had pretty good luck with the flips so far. I mean, 60 damage on average isn't too bad. How do I take 30 every time I attack? I thought it was just if I knocked him out. And is damaged. Okay, so I read the card wrong. It's important to read the card. looking for someone with 90 HP or less, it's not going to matter, dude. If I take him out, I pick up 2 more prize cards, so he really has to mumble a magical shot. I wonder if he has the evolution of Ralts in his hand then. It's entirely possible. He's thinking. I'm thinking. Everyone's thinking. So he can afford Breakthrough, 60 and then 30 to one on my bench. And he's buying himself more time with his Chestnut. And he can actually take me out if he had an energy. If he put down the energy on Chestnut, which means he doesn't have any grass energy, he could have hit me for the 90. Oh, but like I said, so this is why we grabbed the Lysander card. Okay, for a second there I thought he was going to knock me out. Nope, just shy. So, I'm pretty sure I can do the math right. Again, this is one of those things where I'm just like going through the motions. You can see it heals both my Articuno in the main and that one. But I want that Ralts. However, it's not necessarily guaranteed that I'll get it. So I'm actually going to use this, heal up, put another energy down on this Lapras, and then that was dumb of me. Wow. So you can see what I did. I wasn't thinking, I thought about healing up. Lysander is also a supporter card, so I can't use it this turn as well. But that's okay. I'll live with my stupidity. So worst case scenario, he takes this Articuno off of me, which is not what I wanted. I got him down to 70 hit points, he's probably not going to retreat, and I can always finish him with the Articuno. So I'm in a good place, and fortunately that's going to carry me through. Okay, I see it. What I wanted to do was, instead of using the Pokemon Center Lady, use Lysander's trump card to drag the Ralts out front, and then attack the Ralts with the Articuno, pick up 2 prize cards because of its ability, and easily be done with this. Now he's probably going to hit me with, yep, X-Blast to 140, knocks me out. He'll pick up 1 more prize card. He has 130 hit points. So I can go to the Articuno. I can put the Frogadier down, although that's pointless, because at this point in time I can use Lysander, pull the Ralts forward, and polish it off for 100 damage. And give me another escape rope, so I won't switch around. And once again, I wasn't thinking clearly. I had an Articuno, wasn't really thinking about the fact that it's no longer the Articuno that picks up double cards. So I did get 1 quick and easy one off of him. I probably will not get another one quick and easy off of him, but I did just give him a free hit on me. So fortunately he can't hit me for 140, but he can hit me for 90 if he feels like it. Fortunately, like I said, I don't have that grass weakness. Really, just the fact that I have the cards I do is going to pull me through, and that I was in such a good position, because I really threw this one away being an idiot. I should have had it 2 rounds ago with the Lysander trump card. Or not trump card, but the Lysander card. 60, 130, 170. And because with the escape rope, I can't really force him to switch something forward. So it's not necessarily beneficial to me. But, so he drew a Corellia. Well, I took out the Ralts, so I don't care. 160, 130. Now he's getting me for 90. So then what I want to do is, again, healing. Again, this is one of the reasons you actually do this, because if you ever play like an idiot, you'll be suddenly extremely grateful. So let's put the Greninja down. Let's pull out this. At this point in time, I need the healing. I also want the energy, because I have the Greninja now. We will use the Greninja's ability. We're going to put down 30 damage, and let's put it down on the Chestnut. Let's just eliminate... No. No. Let's throw it down on the C-Dot. Now he's got to hide this. We can force him to try and do something. I just need 1 prize card. I don't even have to attack that one. I could force anything else forward. And in fact, let's try that. Let's see if maybe he makes a stupid mistake. I've made plenty of them. So let's pull the Lapras forward, and I already used the supporter card, yep. So then what I can do, what's in here? Plenty of water? Okay. So we can just pick up some more damage on him real quick. Using Hydro Pump, nice 70 damage, get him down to 60 hit points. You know, really try and keep our options open to us so that when we screw up again like idiots, like I did, we can drag ourselves out of the hole. Yeah. So that would be one reason for not having done that, is if he evolves, obviously he has more hit points, and now it's on, you know, a one-shot polish off. He can take me out with X-Blast, which should be an option, but then I bring the Articuno forward and I finish him off, and that's end of game. He can retreat and bring the Chestnut forward, but then he can't take me out in one hit. He'd have to do it in 2 hits, and I'm pretty sure I can do enough damage because I can use Energy Retrieval, pull 2 water energy out, give me to 20, 40, 60, 80, put 1 more on him, and 90. So I can pretty much put him in one-shot range as well. So there's not a good place he can go at the moment, but I should have been done with this several turns ago. Shame on me. But you can see why it's important to stop and think about it. It didn't occur to me. I was using a supporter card, the Pokemon Center Lady. And if I lose this now, it'll be entirely my fault. Thinking through it. I'm in a good place. I still have 27 of my cards to his 21. I can see him by my name and his name. His turn is usually taking quite a bit longer than mine. Is he just gonna step away? I've had someone do this before, and I was actually losing the last time this happened. Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick up a default win here. Yep. So I get a win by default. Like I mentioned, so every time you win, you earn some amount of points. The prizes are pretty cool to earn as well. But so you can see there, I got 5 tokens as a winning prize, and you get 3 tokens for having been the winner, the victor. So hooray, 8 tokens. Like I said, if you're actually digging for tokens, fighting Mick over and over and over again can actually scrounge up more. And you can see, like, I have earned some things down here for this week's prize period. Not all of them yet, but you might also, I haven't used any of those. This deck doesn't utilize that. Like I said, you really can play this deck right off the start, and you can see how it works. So let's take on another person.